Hello guys, welcome all of you to Night Code. Today we are going to see how we can create this responsive UI design for a e-commerce web application. So here we have a logo and also we have a text here and we have some images and we have also user image for this background, and this part is going to use to register new users with this page, and we are going to take first name, last name, email, password, mobile and gender as inputs. And here we have sign up button. When a user click on this button, it's going to register this user with the system. And we have here another button which says already have an account and sign in. If already registered user come and click on this button, it's going to change the design into this. And here we have our logo and text as hi, welcome to eShop, and we have our image, and we have also put the background image for this part, and we have sign in as a text. And after user complete this email field and password and then click this sign in button, it's going to take the user into the home page. If a user click on this remember me option, it's going to save that relevant user's email and the password in that user's computer. And here we have a forgot password option. If a user don't remember current password, can simply click on this link and recover password. So if a new user comes in and click on this new to eShop join in button, it's going to take to this design. So here we have a special thing to notice, the URL. It's not changing when we click on already have an account and sign in, or so see, it's the same URL. And if a new user comes in and click on this button, it is still the same URL. So in the beginning I mentioned that this is a responsive website. So let's go and see how this website appears on different screen sizes. This is what you can see on iPad mini device and Nest Hub device. This gonna appears. So on Samsung Galaxy A51 you can see this design. So you notice that our image has disappeared and also our copyright tag has disappeared on this design, and Pixel 5 font and Surface Duo, Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. So let's go to our code and see how we can simply create this design only using HTML, CSS, Bootstrap and JavaScript. So this is our code. As you can see, here we have imported some new fonts to this project and put them in the folder and name it as front. And here we also have another folder as resource, and we have put our all images in this folder. And this part we have our bootstrap.css file, index.php, JavaScript file and style.css file. In the index.php file, we at the first we can see here we have doc type HTML tag. What it means is it simply define what the version we are currently using in this document. So then here we have HTML opening tag, and within that HTML opening tag we have our head part here and body part here. So in the head part you can see we have put some meta tags. When we work with bootstrap.css file, we need to define these two meta tags. This first meta tag says char set equal to UTF-8. When we put UTF-8 in char set, we can put any language in this website. And the second meta tag define how this website is going to appear on the browser. And then here we have our title tag, and within that title tag we have put eShop as a text. And then we have our three link tags. First two link tags are used to link our bootstrap.css file and style.css file, and the third one has used to change our website icon, and that icon has changed into this image. In the body section you can see we have defined a div class as a container, then a div class as a row, again a div class as column. So when we work with bootstrap file, in the body section we need to define a development area. This container is simply defining that development area. Let's go and see with more details. As you can see, we have defined our container here. In that container we have defined our row. In Bootstrap, a single column has divided into 12 columns. When we work with Bootstrap, instead of defining how much width is taken by a single element, we simply define how many columns are taken by that particular element. Let's go back to our code. As I was mentioning before, within our body area we have our container div, row div, and then again column div. Here you can see I have mentioned VH100. What this means is this website is currently taking 100% of height of the web browser. Deflex means it's displaying as a flex. Justifies content center means it's centering its element. This row div we have mentioned align content center, it's aligning its content to the center. You can see we have here our header part. In header part we have designed our hi welcome to eShop text and our logo. This logo class name is used by this class.css file, not by the bootstrap.css file. Here you can see P class text center title 1. Text center is used to center this text, and title 1 is used by style.css. And after this header part we have our content part. In content part you can see we have our column 12 div. It's taking 12 columns as its width, and P3 means its padding is equal to 3. Within this col12 div we have a row. Within that row we have a col6 div, and it's saying d none. What it means is it's not displaying in the extra small screens. And we have here DLG block. What it means is it's displaying as a block in large screen devices. We have also put our background as a class name, and we have used it in a style.css file. So here we have again col12, col-lg6. I think you can now understand col12 means it's taking 12 columns in extra small screens, and col-lg6 means it's taking 6 columns in large screens. We have put a id equals sign up box. What we are going to use this is, we are using this id in our script.js file, and we have here has a row div again g2. You can see here I have put g2. What g2 mean is, it's mentioning the gutter. Gutter is used to place space between elements. It's putting equal amount of space between elements. Then again we have col12 div, and here we have a paragraph tag, and we are using title to class name. This is not in the bootstrap.css file, we are using it for style.css file. Here I have put a text create new account. This part, which we are currently developing, is used to register new users. So as I was mentioning before, we have a text as create new account, and we have a div tag, div opening and closing tag here, and within that div we have put a label. Label is also as same as a paragraph tag, but it's not putting any break tag after this label. Here we can see form as form label. We are using this form label because we are currently designing a form, and in that form we have a label, so we are using form label class name. This is taken by bootstrap.css file, and this div is used to take user's first name, and this div is used to take user's last name, and this div is used to take user's email address, and this div is used to take password. So if you look carefully, you can see input type equal text here, and here input type as email, and here input type equal password. What input type means? So when we are taking input from a user, we are telling this element what type of content we are taking from the user. Here we are taking email, so type equal to email. Here we are taking a name, so it's a text, and type equal to text. In this password area, you can see type as equal to password. When we put type equal password, when we enter our password, it's not going to display what we are typing currently. It's just simply displaying asterisk marks until we finish our password, so the other people can't see what we are currently typing. And here this div has used to take user's mobile number, and also you can see input class equal to form control. This form control was also used from this bootstrap.css file. You can see here in this div we have put gender. So we have put a select tag here, and have given two options as male and females. In this div we have defined a button. So you can see in this col12, col-lg6 and dgrid div, you can see we have put a button class equal to btn primary. btn and btn primary is used from this bootstrap.css file to style our button, and I have put a text as sign up. If already registered user come and want to sign in, not to register, and we have put this button for that case. And after a registered user come and click on this button, it's going to activate this on click function. And when user click on this button, it's going to go to the script.js file and execute relevant function. You can see in this part has been used to create sign in structure. We have put paragraph text and mention as sign in text, and we have put a div to take users input as of the email, and another div has been used to take password from the user. And here we have another div and it's saying remember me. What this do is, if a user click on remember me option, it's going to save user's email and password on user's computer, and next time that user come and visit this site, it's going to automatically fill by this remember me option. Here we have also put forget password option. If a user don't remember what's the password is, can simply click on this link and recover the password. And we have also put a button here to sign in. You can see we have put the text as sign in. We have another div here, and within that div we have a button, and we have also put a on click on this button as well. When a user come and click on this, it's going to execute this function and go to the JavaScript, and it's going to execute it. As the last part of our index.php file, we have put our footer. This footer has been used to mention this is a copyright protected page. Here we have put a paragraph and we have entity call and copy. So this is going to print this C and around it a circle mark, and then it putting 2022 eshop.lk all right received. So that's the end of this index.php file. So let's go to our script.js file. In script.js file, we can see a function change view. This change view is the name of this relevant function, and within that function we can see var sign up box. Var is used to define a new variable, and that new variable's name is sign up box. In document.getElement by id, and this line, it's going to go to the index.php and search for this relevant id and take that element which has this relevant id and it assigned to this sign up box. dnone is a class name, so it's going to go to the sign up box element and check its class list and see if there is any class name called dnone. If there is not, by toggle it's going to put that name in there, and if it has the same name, it's going to remove it. So now let's go to style.css file. Here we can see we have insert two new front types by using front face. Front family is used to define a new name for that particular front type, and here src url within brackets, and this part is the path of that relevant front. In here you can see we have used asterisk mark as a class name, so this part is going to affect the whole web page. And here we have the main body class name, and within that class name we have defined background image, and here we have background image path and background size, and we have mentioned it as a cover, so it's going to cover the whole page, and background position as center. Here we have background repeat as no repeat, so this relevant image is not going to be repeated. Here we have logo class name. Within that class name we have defined a image and height as 100 pixel and background size as contain. It's going to be within that logo relevant element, and it's not going to be covered by this image. And we have defined background position as center and background repeat as no repeat, and here we have another class name called title1, and we have defined that title1 class name's front family as honey and font size as 30 pixel, letter spacing as 3 pixel. By letter spacing, it's going to put 3 pixel space between every single letter. And here we have background class name, and same as before, it has defined a background image, background size, background position, and background repeat as no repeat. Here we have title2 class name, and we have defined font size as 25 pixel and font weight as bold. So that's all in the style.css file. So let's go back to our index.php. With that, we are coming to the end of this part. Thanks all of you guys for joining with us. See you in the next video.